is complete. You have to put it on the back. Welcome aboard Jetblue Airways. We are so delighted to have you here on our inaugural flight, and we do appreciate your business. If you don't mind, could you please hold up your flag so we can get a nice, good picture? I guess it's not a selfie, it's like a fussy or a wissy or whatever the kids say.
Yeah.
This plane or the first time they go on this destination?
Never has, but JetBlue flown into Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, JetBlue welcomes you to New Hampshire, where the local time is 9:18 a.m. We'll be taxiing for a few moments. Please remain comfortably seated. Your seatbelt securely fastened, baggage stowed, and door weapons closed. And we're parked at the gate, and the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening overhead bins. Items do have a tendency to move around during flight. If this is your final destination on JetBlue Airways, and you have a tag that says claim a gate for items such as strollers, you can retrieve them on the jet bridge outside the aircraft door. If you're in need of a wheelchair, please remain comfortably seated. The wheelchairs come down at the very end. This way we're better able to assist you. I will get the baggage claim information for you once the main boarding door opens. It has indeed been our pleasure having you on board our flight today. We do hope to see you on future flights very soon. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Prepare your doors for arrival, please.
Manchester. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing, buddy? So we did have New Hampshire flags down there. Awesome.
That's what I don't know.
What's the flag number exactly?
Make sure you all up to the table right here. Guests for today's celebration. Thank you, Ted.
I don't think it is. All right, good morning. Can everybody hear me? No. Not really. All right, I'll just speak louder. How about that? There you go. There we go. All right, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ted Kitchens, the Director of Aviation here at Manchester Boston Regional Airport, and welcome to JetBlue landing in Manchester. For the passengers here, I think I can see you over all media. How many of you are flying out of Manchester for the first time today? Just by show of hands. All right, thank you. So now I'm sure you're wondering what all the fuss is all about. Well, today marks yet another milestone for the Manchester Airport as we welcome JetBlue Airways to our family of airlines. Not far from here, in fact about 10 miles from where we are standing, is a nondescript white house on the side of the road where a famous poet named Robert Frost lived. He famously said in one of his poems that the best way out of a problem is always through. No matter what problem that you're facing, the best way out of the problem is to go through the problem. That requires, as leaders, that we define the problem accurately so you can devise a solution. There are no cheat codes, There are no bypasses, only through. And today, we made it through our problem. As I tell my team, the struggle always makes victory taste sweeter. And to illustrate this, I want everybody to think about that first magical night when you saw Bill Belichick and Bob Kraft raise that first Lombardi trophy. Everybody have that memory in your mind?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now remember the sixth time you saw it. Okay? Didn't really ring as true or as high, right? And that's because before that, we were a hapless organization just looking for a winning season. The same can be said for our journey. In fact, if our journey were a person right now, it would be driving, it would be ready to vote, and it would be almost ready to drink a tall cold one. But we made it. And as a metaphorical coach lifting up the metaphorical Lombardi trophy, I want to say personally thank you to the leadership of JetBlue for this $48 million investment in the New Hampshire economy. And if you think about JetBlue, they can put that $48 million anywhere in the United States. Those are highly mobile assets. They're designed to take you 3 hours, 4 hours south here, hopefully in a warmer climate, but we thank JetBlue for putting that investment here in the state of New Hampshire. So, we have a distinguished group of speakers here today. So I would like to introduce the first speaker, and it is my honor to introduce the 49th mayor of the great city of Manchester. A mayor's mission for Manchester is to be the best mid-sized city in the nation. And you kind of need an airport connected to do that, right? So if you want to achieve that, you've got to have a well-connected airport. So let's give a warm welcome to the Manchester Mayor, Jay Rouet.
Oh my goodness. For years, the question that people in Manchester have been asking is, when is JetBlue going to come to the city? When is this going to happen? We're on the verge, we're getting close, we're getting there. Well, today is that day. Could not be more thrilled to be here. I definitely want to thank Ted Kitchens. He is our pilot on the ground here at MHT, doing some incredible work. This wouldn't be possible without your efforts. I also want to make sure that I thank Marty St. George, who made the trip. He is the president of JetBlue, and we are thrilled that you all are here. I was joking with him earlier, well, but it wasn't a joke, but I was telling him that this was a question in every debate that I had in 2023. What are you going to do to get JetBlue into the city of Manchester? So today I can retire, I don't have to do anything else. I fulfilled my pledge and my promise. But this is incredible for the airport. We are consistently ranked one of the top 10 airports in the United States, and to have JetBlue set down roots here with this incredible $48 million investment, it's just a sign that Manchester is on the go, on the grow. There's so many things going on in our Milliard with biofabrication, with the Snow Arena, with the Fisher Cats, with incredible bars and restaurants. And to have a growing city, a growing economy. We have the hottest housing market in the United States, and just to have JetBlue here is just a crown on the top of that. And I can't thank JetBlue enough, everybody that worked to make this happen. Thank you so much, enjoy this. Wonderful also to have our new governor here, Kelly Ayotte. She's gonna do some incredible things with the state. Our partnership is gonna be amazing. Really excited for everybody to be here. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mayor Rouet. And now it is my honor to introduce the 83rd governor of the great state of New Hampshire, a governor whose focus is to continue the tremendous economic growth that the state saw underneath Governor Sununu, and I think she's the excellent choice to lead that effort. So please give a hearty welcome to our newly minted, 3 weeks on the job, Matt, newly minted governor of the great state of New Hampshire, Governor Kelly Ayotte.
So thrilled to be here today, and this has been a really long journey, so I have to thank Ted Kitchens and the entire team, because I know that there are so many here who work at MHT and do a phenomenal job every day. When I'm flying on MHT, this is the easiest airport to fly out of. People are so friendly. This is such an important hub for economic development for this state. And this journey on the JetBlue front, wow. I was involved with this journey when I was a US Senator. I was the chair of the Aviation Subcommittee, and I remember meeting with JetBlue 10 years ago. in 2000, over 10 years ago on this, and there's been so many people who have worked on the way, and the perseverance. I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who's worked on this. Thank you, Mayor. You're doing a great job. This is a phenomenal thing for this city, but it's a phenomenal thing for the state too, to have JetBlue coming in and out of the airport. The airport is so important to our economic development and so important to our continued focus on growing jobs in the economy here in New Hampshire. I want to thank Taylor Caswell, who is the head of our state DEA and really the leader of our business and economic development for the state of New Hampshire, and I know he's been a part of this as well. And I gotta say, Marty, it's awesome that you're here from JetBlue. Like, to have the president of JetBlue shows you that JetBlue is really committed to what they're doing here and the flights they have in Manchester. And I want you to know, Marty, I said it to you personally, but I want you to know, anything you need from New Hampshire, I know the mayor feels the same way, the airport, I see this only growing. And what I would say to the public, come fly this airport if you haven't done it yet. It's so easy to get in and out of. I mean, you want to talk about saving time compared to going to Logan. And now to have these flights here, fly MHT first. We're going to continue adding flights and opportunities for the people of New Hampshire to not only fly to warmer destinations, but all over the place, right? This is a great airport. Awesome to have JetBlue here today, and I look forward to continuing to grow with JetBlue and other airlines. But I will say, I already saw friends here today that are taking this flight, so that was kind of cool too. So bring it on. So congratulations to JetBlue for being here. Look forward to the partnership. Ted, phenomenal work to you and your entire team. Mayor, you're doing great things in the city, and we're going to continue to grow together. And thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Governor. If this governor thing doesn't work out for you, I got a job for you. I think you're going to be in that seat for a very long time, Lisa, I hope. So as we all know, it is a very, very busy time down in DC. They got a little thing going on down there with the inauguration and all the confirmation hearings. So unfortunately, members of our delegation could not attend this event, but they do want to wish the best for JetBlue and express their appreciation for the investment in New Hampshire. So please welcome our first speaker, Ms. Carrie Thurman from the Office of Representative Chris Pappas in the 1st Congressional District.
Good morning, everyone. Congressman Pappas wishes he could be here, so he sends his best. I'll read a letter from him now. Thank you to JetBlue and Manchester Boston Regional Airport for inviting me to today's inaugural JetBlue service. While I regret I cannot be with you in person today, I'm pleased to celebrate the start of this exciting partnership. This new service will grow passenger traffic, bolster tourism, and strengthen our economy even further by making travel to and from New Hampshire convenient and accessible for more businesses and travelers. This has been a long priority of mine, and I'm pleased we have reached this milestone. I want to congratulate Ted Kitchens and his entire team for all that they do to operate our airport and the effort it took to get to this day. I also want to recognize JetBlue leadership here today. I look forward to watching this partnership thrive. Thank you once again for inviting me to today's celebration of the inaugural JetBlue flight from Manchester Airport. Sincerely, Congressman Chris Pappas.
Thank you, Carrie. And now it's my honor to introduce Justin Troiano from the Office of Senator Maggie Hassan. Justin.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you all. Unfortunately, the senator is in Washington, but she has asked me to share this letter with you. The letter reads as follows. Dear friends, I'm sorry that I cannot be with you today, but I join you in celebrating the inaugural JetBlue flight here at Manchester-Boston Regional Airport. In June 1927, Manchester's Board of Mayor and Aldermen approved the development of an airport, and just 5 months later, the first pilot took flight. In the nearly 100 years since, the now Manchester-Boston Regional Airport has continued to expand, connecting Granite Staters to more cities across the country. Today's celebration marks the beginning of an exciting partnership between JetBlue and Manchester-Boston Regional Airport that will allow more people to experience all that New Hampshire has to offer and connect our residents with more locations in Florida and across the country. Congratulations to JetBlue Manchester Boston Regional Airport, and to everyone who has made this new opportunity possible. We are glad that you chose Manchester for this exciting new expansion. With every good wish, Maggie Hassan, United States Senate.
Thank you, Justin. And now it's my honor to introduce Chris Scott, who's run a few of these before, from the Office of the Senior Senator for New Hampshire, Senator Dean Shaheen.
Thank you, Ted, and congratulations. It's an honor to be here with Governor, Mayor. Theme may sound familiar. Unfortunately, Senator Shaheen is in Washington, so she sent along this letter for me to share. Dear friends, I join you all in spirit as we celebrate the inaugural JetBlue flight from Manchester Boston Regional Airport. This day is a product of years of relationship building, information gathering, and data sharing. And we can now look forward to a future where even more travelers to and from Manchester will benefit from the added flight options at competitive fares. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard to secure this vote of confidence in our community and state. With multiple locations where it could invest its operating capital, JetBlue chose Manchester Boston Regional Airport to be its 10th city in New England. This partnership reflects JetBlue's commitment to New England and MHT's mission to offer the best travel experience for all passengers. It's a tremendous step forward and a testament to efforts from both parties to generate and satisfy travel demand in this market. This new service will connect Manchester and the state of New Hampshire to multiple locations in Florida and many opportunities for leisure travel. It will also carry our friends from the Sunshine State to the Granite State and show them all that New Hampshire has to offer. From our 4 seasons of fun to our charming small communities and striking natural beauty. I look forward to seeing JetBlue aircraft in the New Hampshire skies and hearing about its positive impact on our state's tourism economy. And I wish you all the best as you build on this exciting partnership and continue your good work. Sincerely and signed, Gene Shaheen, United States Senator.
Thank you, Chris. All right, so on to our newest partner, JetBlue Airways. I'd like to introduce Mr. Daniel Schurz, who is the head of Revenue, Network, and Enterprise Planning. In other words, a very, very important person within JetBlue. And is responsible for all aspects of JetBlue's network, strategy, airline partnerships, sales, revenue management, and enterprise planning. So please welcome to the podium, Mr. Daniel Schurz.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, representatives of the states, of the congressional representatives, the 2 senators from the state. It is great to see this level of support for this airport. This is part of what makes small airports work well. I also want to thank all of the JetBlue crew members who are here today and everyone at the airport and our business partners who's helped to make this launch possible. Next month, we celebrate our 25th birthday as an airline. We're growing up, as it were. And we're no longer a small carrier. We serve over 100 destinations across the US, in the Caribbean, Latin America, Canada, and obviously in Europe as well. And we're the leading leisure carrier in New England, across the region. We have large operations, obviously at Logan, as everyone probably knows, but across multiple airports, and we're really glad to be adding Manchester to that list. We know customers love their local airport. And when an airport's as easy to use and as friendly as this one is, it's all the better because it brings customers more relaxation. It makes the whole journey better. And you start that vacation feeling a little bit earlier in the trip, and that's a great thing. And obviously, we're happy to be taking customers to Florida. And right now, it's obviously a little bit cold here right now, which is great because it encourages more customers to buy airline tickets. We love it. Today, we start service, unsurprisingly, hopefully you know, to Fort Myers. We also start service later today to Orlando, and tomorrow we add Fort Lauderdale to that list. And we know we've got lots of loyal customers. We know we have plenty of customers in southern New Hampshire who are loyal JetBlue customers, and up until today, that's always meant driving to Logan. And today we're offering customers that alternative on some of our most popular routes. You can fly right here from Manchester. And obviously for further afield destinations, we still have our great service from Logan, and we look forward to welcoming you at both airports. For those of you who haven't flown with us before, we can't wait to welcome you aboard. Everyone gets the JetBlue perks that people know and love. on-demand entertainment at every seat, free complimentary snacks and soft drinks, free high-speed Wi-Fi for all customers. And we're also known for low fares. And to celebrate today's launch, and I tend to leave this towards later because this tends to get exciting. To celebrate today's launch, we're excited to offer special one-way fares starting at $59 to all 3 of our new non-stop destinations, available at jetblue.com, booked by the end of the day tomorrow. It's our second introductory fare sale, and we're very happy to have it. I'll echo the governor's words. The way more service shows up at airports like this is when customers use it. The way that more opportunities to use this airport show up is when more customers take advantage of these airports existing. Come and fly JetBlue's service. To tell your friends about it, tell your neighbors about it, tell people you don't like about it. Tell everyone about it, because that's what drives more demand. That's what drives more demand. If we see success here, I guarantee you we will add more routes from this airport. Thank you all for being with us today. For those of you flying to Fort Myers, enjoy the flight. You've got a great crew taking you down there. And thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Daniel. All right, you heard that, right, Daniel? It's not just me saying use it or lose it. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth, okay? So if Daniel is a very, very important, this next person is a very, 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 very important person. It is my honor to introduce Mr. Marty St. George, who is the president of JetBlue Airways, to say a few words. Thank you, Marty.
Thank you very much. First of all, I could go through the list of thank you everybody. I'm still so surprised the governor and the mayor are here, which I really appreciate. Governor, to be clear, the $48 million investment is not a campaign contribution. Always on the up and up, we do think I want it, so thank you. I really can't add much to anything that has been said, all the things that have been said already. I will say I've been through multiple airport directors, multiple iterations of trying to decide if Manchester made sense. And I give Ted credit for closing the deal. So thank you very much. I think I can speak for every JetBlue crew member who's been involved in the startup of this airport. The universal feedback I've gotten is that this has been one of the easiest places they've ever had to work with. So I want to thank everyone who actually works at this airport for making our welcome so incredible. And obviously all our crew members who come up to train and do all the things we need to do to get ready. As Daniel said, you have a great crew. So quick question, how many people here are actually flying to Fort Myers today? Raise your hands. Okay, a lot of people. How many people are on your first JetBlue flight? A couple, okay. We do this on every single flight. So when you come back, just be sure to introduce yourself. But seriously, what we do on every flight is deliver an absolutely fantastic service. And I think, it's luckily with a big operation at Logan, hopefully a lot of you are familiar with JetBlue. But for those of you who have never flown it, I guarantee you will have one of the best flying experiences you will ever have. So, as Ted said earlier, when you use flights, you get more. I was just talking to the governor about this earlier. I opened up Providence 9-10 years ago with 2 flights. I think this year it has 10. That doesn't happen because we love the state of Rhode Island, even though we do. It happens because the customers of Rhode Island love JetBlue. So the more you fly, the more flying you get. And as Daniel said, New England is extremely important to us. And I think it was very important for us to make sure that we saw the opportunity of Manchester, again, with the incredible work from Ted and his team, it was time to take advantage of it. So for those of you who aren't flying today, thank you very, very much. You've got 125, 130 people on the airplane, which is fine. It had 162 seats, just saying. But I look forward to seeing a lot of full flights out of this winter. I think the colder it gets, the better off we'll be. So I guess I just want to end the way every JetBlue conversation should end, which was thanking our customers. For those of you who are flying into Fort Myers, we really, really appreciate your business. We know that historically, if you're flying out of this airport, you have the choice to not fly JetBlue, and we really appreciate you choosing to fly JetBlue today. And hopefully we'll see you many, many more times. As I was saying, if Red Sox get a better league picture, we can actually have some more demand in Fort Myers. Although again, the flight's doing pretty well today. But thank you all very much. We really appreciate your business. Thank you to everyone who's been here. And hopefully those who are flying will walk off the airplane in Fort Myers and say, that was an absolutely fantastic flight. So thank you all very much, and thank you very much for coming.
thank you, Marty, for those kind words, and I'll say, please pass along to this area, both of you can say it. The love and the support that we got from your team members from day one has been phenomenal. So thank you very much to all the crew members in the service center. We have felt like we're the only airport that existed in your network. So that is a very, very good feeling from an airport perspective. So I have one more speaker that wants to bring it all back home to New Hampshire. And so I want to introduce Commissioner Taylor Caswell to come up and say a few words about how important this air service is to the tourism industry here in New Hampshire. Commissioner?
Okay. I don't want to echo everything everybody said, but I do think that there's a couple of contextual remarks that are important to put on top of this entire event today. My department spends a lot of time recruiting businesses, recruiting workforce, recruiting people to come to New Hampshire to take advantage of the vibrant economy that we have here. We do that by recruiting businesses. We just did one last week with Green Source, expanding a $50 million expansion up in Charlestown, New Hampshire. We have a company called Inaugural that recently announced they're going to be moving from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. We have New Balance right over here on the airport grounds that just is putting a significant investment to expand their operations in New Hampshire. What we're doing today is no different. We are welcoming a new international corporate entity to New Hampshire that brings jobs and investment, and it comes along with great flights to Florida. Right? So this is important to realize because it is a sign of our vibrant economy in New Hampshire, and it is not the kind of thing that just happens out of the blue, out of the Jetblue. I don't want anyone to underestimate the importance that Ted Kitchens is to the state of New Hampshire and to the economy of this state. Since he has been here, we have seen this expansion continue to grow. We have a very happy and fulfilled staff at this airport that makes everybody really feel the love from New Hampshire every time you come and go out of this airport. I have been with Ted at events in foreign nations where I turn around and there's Ted. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? And he comes with us to recruit businesses and to talk about this airport and how it is important to their ability to do business out of New Hampshire. So don't underestimate the jewel that we have in Ted Kitchens. It is on display for us here today. I couldn't be happier to be part of the celebration and this entire group of people that are here today that affirm that the New Hampshire economy is the best and fastest growing economy in the eastern United States. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Taylor. Very kind words. Thank you. Much appreciated. So that ends our formal part of the program. So I think we're doing the ribbon cutting, but I guess we can open up to, are we doing one-on-ones, Christina, or any questions? Okay. So we'll just do one-on-ones and make everybody available to the media for any sidewise. But yes, we do want to cut the ribbon, but also I believe you have some. Okay, after ribbon cutting. Okay, very good. All right. So do we have the crew at all? You're on board. Okay. All right. You want to do it right in front of the gate?
Damn, really? I don't like the shop out.
Even though I have enough pictures, but I'll get enough.
All right, ready?
Governor.
Count down 3. 1, 2, 3. You are, sir. Good job. Thank you. Hey, Tom. Yeah, how are you? Thank you.
Well done,
Yeah. I said in the press conference early, some people reassess the situation.